These two fine-looking gentlemen to my left are attorneys from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah, Austin Kennedy and Kevin Shannon, and they are answering your questions regarding personal injury today. If you have a question, give us a shout, 1-888-208-6946. And guys, we do have a question already, and I know that you go through a lot of automobile wrecks, things like that, serious business, and this guy says, if I have a wreck and it's not my fault, why does my insurance have to pay my medical bills, and then who pays if they quit paying?
Well, in Kentucky, at least, the simple, straightforward answer is because that's what the law requires. You're required to have what's called no-fault or personal injury protection coverage on your automobile. So it's coverage that you're required to have by law. You've already bought it and paid for it. And the idea behind it is people that have been involved in an accident, they have medical bills, maybe through no fault of their own. The wreck was not their fault, and let's say the insurance companies in the past, they would squabble about how it happened or whose fault is it. So people would be incurring medical bills, or they would be foregoing medical treatment because they didn't have a way to pay for it, and that just put the consumers, the injured folks, in a bad spot. So the legislature passed a law, says you have to have no-fault insurance, and your carrier is going to pay the first $10,000 in medical expense that you incur regardless of fault. Now once that's exhausted, then you have your bills get turned into health insurance, Medicare or Medicaid. If you don't have it, you got to make other payment arrangements, but then your insurance company is going to work to get its money back behind the scenes, and you can claim your other medical expenses from the at-fault driver.
We have a question from Selena, who says, I had a wreck and the other person's insurance doesn't seem to be doing anything about the damage to my car. What can I do? I'd say it's probably time to get an attorney.
I'll let Austin.
Could be. I'd say in that case, it depends on how many days have passed. Sometimes it takes them a couple days to actually open their claim, do their investigation, get in touch with you to determine kind of what the damage is to your vehicle and who needs to pay for it. If the accident was not your fault at all, another thing to look at is your own personal insurance, your car insurance. If you have collision coverage, that could potentially pay for your property damage. The only downfall to that is it could be subject to a deductible, whether that's $500, $1,000. It just depends on your own policy. You could get that recover that at the end of your case. Your insurance will not only recover whatever they paid on your behalf for to reimburse you for your property damage, but they'll also seek to recover whatever deductible you had to pay them to open that property damage claim and get that claim taken care of. But I would look at your own policy, and I would also make sure if it's only been a couple days, give it a little more time, and maybe the other insurance company will reach out to you. If they don't, then I would definitely reach out to a lawyer to see if they can help you.
We have about a minute left in this segment, and we do have a question from Paul, who says, do I need a lawyer if I have a work comp case?
I would say it certainly doesn't hurt on a work comp case. Work comp works a lot like a personal injury case does, in that it's on a contingency fee, meaning you don't pay that lawyer to have an initial meeting, to work hourly on the case. It's going to be done on a contingency fee, except the only difference is it's according to the work comp statute. So the legislators laid down exactly how the contingency fee works in a case like that, meaning the lawyer's not going to get paid unless they recover money for you via settlement or judgment, and it's on a percentage that the legislator has laid out. As of July 14th, 2018, it's 20% of the first $25,000, 15% of the next $25,000, 10% of everything after that, never to exceed $18,000. So it's capped. So once again, it doesn't hurt you to reach out to a lawyer. Initial meetings are free, so I would say it's definitely in your best interest to do so.
Austin Kennedy, Kevin Shannon from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah have been our guests on round one of Legal Live.